All right, so whenever we're on the trail and we get close to Macks Pines, we can't help but stop by. They have excellent food. They've got all the supplies that you need for the trail, camping, what have you. And the owner, or one of the owners of Macks Pines, is Greg. Greg, you want to tell us a little bit about how this all came about and how you got Macks Pines and what you've done?
Well, what we did was, actually I've been riding here since the year 2000 with some friends of mine. We started out on ATVs, and of course they have upped their game to the UTVs. I still have ATV and a UTV, so I don't get to ride a lot anymore because we're helping everybody else get out here and ride. And that's our big goal, is to get everybody out here to have a good time, enjoy themselves just like I always have, and everybody that comes, hopefully. So that's our main goal here, is to make sure everybody enjoys yourself and has a good time. That's why we have the big map on the wall. That's why we have all the apps and everything, and we got a lot of information on our website so that everybody can get plenty of information, so you don't get out here and just drive around in circles trying to figure out where you are. So that way you can maximize your time while you are here to enjoy yourself as much as possible and see as much as possible, so you can enjoy yourself enough to come back and tell your friends, and they can come back with you or without you, however you like to do it.
Right, so, and I can say personally, everybody comes back. Everybody loves this place. Macks Pines is on the map, literally. Greg, you want to explain some of the amenities that you have here and what you offer?
So what we do have is we have 8 small cabins. We have a single wide 1970 some odd mobile home that's been remodeled partially. We also have the small, and that also has a full kitchen as well. And that's for families, really, if people like to come and have their kitchen and have a whole bunch of folks in one place. That's the best one to do it. And then of course the Ozark house, pretty much the same. It's just a little bit smaller, a little more quaint. It's more cabin-esque, let's say, than a single wide is. And of course, all the 8 small cabins, they all have 2 beds and a bathroom, heat, air, linens, towels, all your stuff like that. They all have a queen bed and a double bed, so you can sleep at least 4 in beds. And if you want to throw an air mattress in there, cot on the floor, whatever, we don't mind you doing that as well. Whatever makes them happy, whatever gets them to enjoy themselves while they're here. You know, we're all flexible with everything as possible, as flexible as possible with everything, so that it fits what their needs are. And we also have the convenience store, which is for everything you forget and run out of and just think you need anyway or whatever. We also have the cafe, where my beautiful wife Laura is the queen in the kitchen, and boy, if she's not slinging it and bringing it, nobody's getting anything. So I'm just a lackey in there. She makes me change me to it in the morning, make me do all the prep work so she can go in there and be the star. And she is a star. She's great in there. She's the bomb. We also have little souvenir stuff. We got our hats, we got our shirts, got your charcoal when you forget it, all your stuff like that. We try and fit your needs and your wants while you're here to, like I said, maximize your experience here at Macks Pines and in these beautiful forests. This is a beautiful forest, by the way. You can't beat the Ozarks, and this Ozark St. Francis National Forest is no exception. And we do have the largest, I believe this is the largest district in the forest. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I'm safe in saying that it definitely has enough trails, enough road that you can ride to the trails legally, that I know of. I'm pretty sure that's correct as well. And to stay busy here for a couple weeks easily without getting bored at all. And I don't think you'd even get bored then. I've been coming here for 24 years, still not bored, still finding stuff. So that's the way it is. That's a forest, man, and it's just gorgeous. It's a great place.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Greg, how many RV sites do you have here?
We have 24 RV sites. We do have a shower house for the people that don't have facilities in theirs. We do have a dump station for the sites that don't have a sewer hookup. But I do what I have. We have what I call the premium sites, let's say, that are the newer sites that Val built later, and they're all full hookups, 24-foot wide by a minimum 40-foot long by probably 65 to 70 foot on a couple of them. And then the older side, those are all full hookup, 30 amp, 50 amp, water, sewer, everything. And then we have 4 of the older sites, which are also all narrower. Most of them are 14 foot wide by minimum of 30 foot long, and then maximum however long on some of them. Just depends on. So once the big sites get filled up, I don't have any choice but to get you on the smaller sites, and we tell everybody ahead of time, they're small. If you want to come, we got them for you. If you don't, you want to delay it till another date, that's fine too. We'll hook you up the best way we can with what we can to help you make your experience the best possible while you're here. But we also have those other little sites and everything. And then, of course, we got the 2 fields out here. We use a lot for parking and for camping, and we can mix it up for all that and a bag of chips out there.
Right. So you also allow day parking here, secure day parking for people.
Secure day parking is, you know, we've never had any incidents out there as far as theft, so people feel a little more secure dropping their stuff out here, coming in and paying a minimal fee, or nominal fee, I should say, to park on our property, and everybody's been happy with it so far. I haven't had any incidents, no bent bumpers that I know of. And the other good part of that too is if you do have an incident while you're out there and your stuff breaks down, I'll let you leave it here until you get something, a way to get out. You know, come get it towed off, come back and get it yourself, however you want to do it. We're real flexible with everything. Try to make it good for everybody.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier how long you've been coming here. How long was that?
Since 2000.
Since 2000. Now, how did you come about to buy this place? It just came up for sale and you decided to buy it?
Apparently it was for sale for a while, and I think it just became, or got to the point in the owners' lives where they were actually ready to make the jump. They were ready to get it done. You know, I believe that Mack himself had become, he had started having issues, health issues, and then of course Miss Hella was, they were both in I think 90 and 89, and Val was like 65. So, and that was the daughter. Of course, she's still around. She still lives down there in the forest, and they had just got to the point where it was just too much for them to handle, and they were ready. So once they got ready, and then I found out it was for sale, and I was actually I had 2 jobs still back in the Memphis area. I was looking for something different to do, was contemplating doing other things, and when this became an option, I would say, so to speak, when I figured out this was an option, and I approached Laura with the idea, and she fell in love with it because this is her setting. She loves the forest. She's born to be in the forest, born to hike, born to hang out. We just don't get enough of it.
So this place really keeps you busy. This place gets so hopping, you would not believe it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hopping is probably a real good word for it.
Yeah. Now, if someone wants to come here and stay, say in a cabin or RV site, how far ahead do they need to make a reservation?
Just depends on the season, really. And, you know, spring break, fall break, Memorial Day, Labor Day,
4th of July.
4th of July, we used to get slammed. It's slacked off a little bit, and generally after the 4th of July, it'll drop off pretty hard. So that's when me and her, she decided that was probably the best time. We decided it was the best time for us to take off a little bit of time, get the grandkids, hang out with them for a couple weeks, and we only see them once a year. And so a couple weeks in July, we'll close. A couple weeks in August, we'll close, like usually around the middle of both of those. Gives us some time with the grandkids, and then this August it gives us time to do some stuff around here that needs to get done. You can't necessarily do when people are here and coming all the time. But spring and fall is definitely your more slam times. So if you're wanting to get a cabin or the best RV sites, or premiums I call them, then it's best to try and get 6 months to a year out. So yeah. Now on the older sites, we can always get you in those, and they suffice. They do well, and if you're smart, you stagger stuff and you park different ways, or you got your buddies next to you and all that. You can leave each other space, or turn one and face the other, and have a common area in there. Or you can rent 3 of them and have an empty space between 2 of them. Do it like that. I've had a lot of people do that, and that way you can enjoy your time better by having a little more room in those tighter spaces. So, and I tell everybody, 14 foot doesn't stretch. It's still 14 foot with your slides in or out. You know, and you can fit. I've never had one in those 14 feet that did not fit. Now, you can get an inch or 2 between them on each side, and literally. And I've had it like that way before because people wanted to come. When they wanted to come, and they accepted it, and They use behind it and in front of it for whatever their needs were on campfires, grilling, hanging out, being with their friends. It works if you want it to work.
Right. Well, I'll say from personal experience, this is a great place. The employees are above and beyond service. These are the nicest people you will ever meet in this area. Very accommodating.
Go ahead. You're good.
So I highly recommend this place. I highly recommend that you come check this out. I highly recommend you buy a t-shirt and a hat and get something to eat here. Their food is some of the best around, if not the best around.
Thank you.
So, Greg, we thank you very much.